I paid for lawyers, all these people, man, I love you, see. Well, pay for my lawyer then. You know, me and my brother gonna get into it. We've been doing that. Let me tell you, C was a wild boy.
Yeah.
I used to have to tie C up after I beat him up when we was little. Because he gonna get a gun or a knife or something. You know what I'm saying? I had to tie him up to my protect himself. I gotta protect my look. I gotta make sure I tie him up because till my parents come. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll work it out. But I love it, man. Me and C will be mad at each other and beat somebody up the next 5 minutes. Get into it like, of man, course. Hold up. C wild, but C got a lot of love in his heart.
Yes.
He got a lot of love in his heart. Y'all don't realize, man, we got a lot of good brothers, but you got to imagine how it go on the streets. When it get real, it get real. Yeah. You know, I stopped C from doing a lot of stuff, man, to where, you know, sure. And that's why a lot of people don't like to be around me, because I ain't no yes man. Even my own family. So they want me to be, yeah, man, do this.
For more than 20 years, one of hip-hop's most controversial prison cases has refused to disappear. Rapper C Murder, born Corey Miller, has spent over 2 decades behind bars. But now, new revelations from his brother Master P have shaken the entire story. Because according to Master P, his brother could have been free years ago. And now, after refusing a deal that would have set him free, C Murder is reportedly facing violence behind bars. So how did one decision turn an 8-year sentence into life in prison? Tonight we break down the full story.
You know, like we just don't.
Yeah, and I was about to say that too. That was the next question. Kind of got a few more left about C Murder. And just knowing that he's been incarcerated over 20 years. He been hanging in there. I mean, I done seen his daughters a lot, because my brother got convicted in that same parish, in Jefferson Parish, which he is in one of the most toughest parishes in the state of Louisiana. No other place got counties, we got parishes. How did that feel, knowing, you know, you've been fighting so long for your brother, just trying to get him out, and Louisiana Supreme Court or United States Supreme Court denied the 10-2 knowing is recently ruled?
Well, so think about this, right? At one time, my brother was gonna get 8 years. He had already did 4. You do is sign off on it, but sometimes you gotta listen to the people that love you. You know, instead of listening to the jailhouse people. You know, you got a brother in there, so you know it. Like, you could talk about this stuff. And then people come. People come and go, women come and go out your life, all this stuff, man. When that time go, you're gonna find out who real or not. Your family gonna be there no matter what. And sometimes, you know, I understand jail is—
When Master P said those words, hip-hop fans immediately realized something important. For decades, the public narrative surrounding the case stayed simple. The family insisted C Murder was innocent. Supporters blamed a broken justice system. But in this interview, Master P added something new. An 8-year plea deal. According to him, prosecutors offered it around 2006, after C Murder's first conviction had been overturned. By that time, Corey Miller had already served 4 years. Meaning if he accepted the deal, he could have walked free by 2010. Instead, he refused.
Well, from what I understand, Kim Kardashian is trying to free C Murder.
Right.
And you and C, well, you guys used to be cellmates.
Right.
So you guys are real close.
Right.
Now, I've heard about the C Murder case, and we looked into it a little bit, but I'm not going to say that I'm really, really familiar with it 100%. Based on what you know, does it seem like he could beat that case?
Yeah, they had nothing on him. The guy who's on the No Limit Chronicles, he been canted his statement. You know, like, C never had a gun. Bro, I get emotional when I talk about it. I done read that case 100 times, bro. Like, they really took him away because who he was. They tainted the jury, bro. Like, when he was going to trial, they was showing his Baton Rouge video with him in the club shooting and shit like that. So, bro, the dude innocent, bro. He didn't kill that little boy, man. He innocent, bro. He innocent. He did not do it. He did not do it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you have this name of C Murder, which automatically puts the jury at a certain level of apprehension. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's fucked up.
The reason C. Murder rejected the deal is simple. Accepting it would mean admitting guilt. And he has always insisted he didn't commit the crime. That crime happened on January 12, 2002. At the Platinum Club in Harvey, Louisiana. During a chaotic fight inside the nightclub. A 16-year-old fan named Steve Thomas was shot and killed. Witnesses claimed they saw C. Murder pull the trigger. But the case was complicated. There was no murder weapon. No DNA evidence linking him to the gun. Still, prosecutors moved forward.
At one time, my brother was gonna get 8 years. He had already did 4. You do is sign off on it, but sometimes you gotta listen to the people that love you.
Right.
You know, instead of listening to the jailhouse, people come and go, women come and go out your life, all this stuff, man.
Right.
When that time goes, you're gonna find out who real or not. Your family gonna be there no matter what.
Right.
You heard that clear? Well, with some lot to unpack here. Masterpiece spells. C. Murder would have been home if he took the 8-year deal. Unbelievable. But if you innocent of murder, would you go to trial and see it through? It's wild but vicious. A lot of us try to be down for our niggas, but just think, when the ones that was riding for you,
obviously. And well, you haven't actually run into any of these guys, so this is all just on wax and so forth.
Yeah.
Until there was a concert in Nashville.
Yeah. A concert in Nashville, man. It was called like Impact or something like that. I think that was the name of the conference, Impact. It's kind of like Jack the Rapper or something like that. That's the stuff that I know now, but I didn't know then. And I was with Alan Henderson, a former Atlanta Hawks player. They had put out an album, Pastor Troy and the Congregation, with Hindu Records. So they invite me to the event. They're like, Troy, we want you to come to this music conference. We got you like 10 grand to come up here for Saturday and Sunday. I'm like, cool. Me and my dog, Lil Pete, I wasn't with the Down South Georgia boys. It was us going with the professional basketball player. We get out to this event, and it's the biggest thing that I have ever seen in the game. You know what I mean? I didn't know anything about these kind of music conferences. You know what I mean?
In 2003, C. Murder was convicted of second-degree murder. But the conviction didn't last long. 1 year later, it was overturned. Why? Because prosecutors had failed to reveal criminal records belonging to key witnesses. That decision created a legal window. A retrial was scheduled. And during that window, prosecutors offered the plea deal.
So Master P said that he wasn't really feeling the No Limit versus Cash Money versus he was said he was tricked into doing it and he won't be doing the next one. Let's see what Mr. Miller, the legend, got to say. All right.
It was. That means
man, let me tell you something, right? So even when I did verses, I wanted to do verses here.
Yeah, we want everybody wanted.
Bro, to be honest with you, I got tricked to go do that in Vegas because I'm like, they said, P, man, you the only one that ain't signed off. Everybody signed. Bro, I'm still mad with KL and them to the day because I'm like, bro, I told y'all we should be doing this at home in the Superdome.
Right.
And I talked to Swiss Beats. No, P, we know we got to do it this way because everybody, I'm like, look, bro.
They let Dipset do it in New York and they let them do it in
and guess what? And I was mad about that. I was fighting for it and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna, that's why it took so long. I was like, I'm good, bro. I ain't gonna do this. Then I'm feel like everybody else and already signed off. So I'm like, you know, because it's gonna be like, man, oh, P stopped us from getting the bag. P did this, but I'm really saying, bro, this is where this should be done now.
8 years total. 4 already served. 4 remaining. Walk free. For most defendants, that's an easy decision. But C. Murder refused. He chose to take his chances in court. And in 2009, the retrial began.
Hey, how's C. Murder?
Hanging in there, bro. We just praying for him. You know, C got a bad deal, man. I mean, it's a spiritual warfare, man. That's how I look at it because the devil is real too. We know God real, but the devil real. And so, man, we just gotta keep fighting them. And then, you know, and I'm praying for my brother and knowing that that he keep praying, then hopefully he'll get out there soon, man.
For sure, free C, man.
Free murder.
Yes, sir. Yeah. What about Mystical? I've been seeing things that's been saying that he was about to get out. Is that true?
Man, I feel like Mystical should have been out, man. But you know, like that's what we got to do. We have to change. Like when we gonna fully change. Like I was committed to change, and so I just think the system is set up for us to lose, especially once you get in it. So Mystical, a good dude, bro. He just now, like I think a lot of this stuff is mental health because think about him and C fought in the wall. Both of them been dealing with this. So think about.
After 2 days of deliberations, the jury reached a verdict. Guilty. But the vote wasn't unanimous. It was 10-2. At the time, Louisiana allowed non-unanimous jury verdicts in serious criminal cases. That rule has deep historical roots tied to the Jim Crow era. In 2020, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that practice unconstitutional. But the ruling was not retroactive, meaning C. Murder's conviction stayed.
But somehow you just navigated just easily. And I know it's speaking in love. Just speaking in love. I get it. Come on, man.
You know what? We got to get us some communicating love shirts. Man.
You need one of those classes. Teach me how to speak in love.
No, because you got to really mean it.
Right.
That's the difference. Like, I want to see our people win. And I seen this a brother that had a lot of talent. And I'm like, man, let me help him. And I also benefited at the same time. I made money off of the shows. He ended up having a hot record. So that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, it's business. But who are you gonna find people that don't, that's gonna believe in you, especially somebody from a whole nother state or something. Right. So that's a blessing. You already believe in yourself and you wanna find somebody else that believe in you. And so we invest into all these other things. Why not invest into our people?
Why do you think there's not many other people that like you?
Well, for me, right, I come from the streets, I changed my life, but I also know who God is. So you got to know who God is to probably do the things that I do. And I don't live to take this stuff with me. All this worldly goods is temporary. So I don't have to live for that because I told somebody this the other day.
For the next 2 decades, the appeals continued. 2011, Louisiana Supreme Court denied relief. 2012, U.S. Supreme Court declined the case. 2013, federal court denied another challenge. Then in 2026, the Louisiana Supreme Court shut the door once again. 7 justices. Unanimous decision. No more state appeals.
Question. You thanked Kim Kardashian, who's actually trying to fight for C. Murder's release right now. That's your homie. You guys were actually like bunkmates at one point?
Yeah.
Do you think that there's a good chance of him getting out?
Yeah, I believe in God. I feel God's stronger than any president, any governor. I feel like God could get in that governor's heart and make him grab a pen and make him sign it. It's just Louisiana, bro. Louisiana, telling you, bro.
What's the basis of, because I didn't follow it very closely, I'll be honest, but like, what's the basis of Kim saying that he should get out?
The basis is you got 2 of the main witnesses that recanted their statements and said that these people made them say that, gave them all kind of stuff to say that, erased charges on other people to say that. There's no evidence in the case. I mean, it's a bad situation, man. It's an easy retrial. It's not a difficult.
Meanwhile, life inside prison became its own battle. Over the years, C. Murder has launched multiple hunger strikes, protesting conditions and alleged medical neglect. Civil rights attorneys including Benjamin Crump have spoken about the case. Supporters continue to argue the conviction was flawed. But the courts have consistently ruled otherwise.
If you never really got help, then you dealing with this stuff that you never fixed. Yeah. And so, a lot of these war veterans is really dealing with a lot, man. I mean, I had an uncle when he was home, he came back from the war, man, he just lost it.
Yeah.
And so, but nobody never really get them help. You know, they don't get the right medicine, they don't get counseling, and then you end up getting caught up on the streets. And then we might think people bad people, but they might not be so bad. It's just that they never really got fixed. And so, you know, man, I'm really just praying for Mystical, man. Hopefully that he could overturn whatever he's dealing with.
The Laboratory.
I say, I lived in the ghetto and I live in a rich neighborhood. The same corner that pick up bodies had the same car, the same bag, whether you rich or poor, they put you in that same car, put you in that same bag. And when I seen that humbled me. Because a lot of these rich folks don't think that, like, they gonna come with a car fixed up and you this multi-millionaire. No, they gonna send that same car, banged up, whatever it is. That person gonna come pick you up, and none of your stuff is gonna be following with you with a hearse, you know, with a U-Haul. It's not gonna happen. So you got to do what's right while you're here, and that's my thing. I'm not perfect. I ain't trying to live no perfect life. I ain't trying to be no preacher. I ain't trying to be no politician. I'm just trying to take care of my people.
That's dope, man.
In 2020, family tensions spilled into public view. When celebrities like Kim Kardashian and singer Monica began advocating for C Murder's release. Master P posted an emotional video online. He said outside supporters were being praised, while family members who had supported Corey for decades were ignored. The moment exposed the emotional strain this case had placed on the Miller family.
And they tricked me with the Lil Wayne thing, saying, Lil Wayne, no, P, Wayne say this the only way he want to do it in Vegas because he don't want to do it because of whatever. Like, and I'm like, I don't think this what Wayne said, but it's cool. I say, everybody signed off on this? Everybody signed off. So I said,
last one holding it up.
So, and so that's why I was gonna be the bad guy. Right. So, and I'm like, but guess what? I'm okay with being a bad guy. It's all good. But I told him, I said, this gonna be a celebration. This not gonna be, we not rap battle. And I'm not doing it, man. I'm a coach. Right. I'm out here helping kids, bringing us together, man. So, you know, I did this as a celebration. And then I hear now, you know, somebody say, oh, P, they got you.
They say y'all supposed to be doing something out here. I heard y'all supposed to be doing something in New Orleans and all that.
Yeah, a rap battle. Like, how that sound? I'm gonna let y'all know I'm not doing no rap battle. And I'm not about to do nothing in March. That ain't about to happen. Right. And that ain't what I'm on. I'm on something else. Right. I'm gonna represent the city. I'm gonna do my part. Now, if they wanna do
like a tour, like what if they do like how they had the Rough Rider Cash Money tour, like Cash Money No Limit, do some shows out of town for the fans. Yeah. So together.
Right.
So
story, he got finesse.
Yeah.
It was
he thought Wayne then was gonna perform and all that.
He thought he wanted to do some real like
that shit was whack anyway. I thought it was gonna be better. That shit was trash.
Honestly, I have so much respect for Master P.
I do too.
Like the fact that the empire he built and the amount of money he put in people's pockets when he didn't even have to, sometimes with no expectation of a return. When you look at a lot of the other moguls from his generation
In 2018, two key witnesses shocked the public. They recanted their testimony, claiming police pressure influenced their statements. The revelation sparked renewed calls for a new trial. But courts ruled the recantations unreliable. The conviction remained intact.
So we're there, man. I'm seeing Missy Elliott. I'm seeing Busta Rhymes. I'm seeing all these real celebrities at the time. And we're performing at the club that night. Everybody knows that Pastor Troy's gonna be at this show or whatever, but I'm performing with the Hindu and the congregation or whatever. We get to that venue that night, man. We know the security at the door. I got my dog, Lil Pete, with me, man. Lil Pete got a pistol with him. Get to the door, security pat us down. We know this dude. He like our neighbor. He like, oh, no, man, we can't have the guns in here, man. We can't do that tonight. All right, cool. Take the gun back to the car. We like, hey, yo, man, don't let nobody else in here with no guns either. Ain't nobody coming through my door with no gun. Hell no. All right, cool. So we upstairs. It's finally about showtime. Everybody in the building. When they go to the stage, the congregation is performing first. I'm just kind of on stage, chilling, shaking hands and stuff like that. Man, in the middle of their set, I just see the crowd just start getting kind of antsy and everything, man. I'm turned one way. Man, when I turn back around, No Limit got the whole stage surrounded. I'm like, oh, shit. All I'm thinking about is really, man, they got their hands in their hoodies, man. I'm like, I know that dude at the door just, it's like, I just felt set up, man. We were stuck. Luckily, the dude from the congregation see them, and he break out. When he break out, it was so early in the game for me, man. I ain't have post.
Now, in 2026, the story has taken another disturbing turn. Reports say C-Murder has faced attacks from other inmates inside prison. And that's what pushed Master P to speak publicly again. Because after decades of legal battles, he believes the situation could have been avoided if the deal had been accepted.
It's an easy retrial. Everybody that came, now that they're grown, everybody that came and said, man, bro, these people made me do this. You know, out their heart. They wasn't pressured by nobody. Just from seeing somebody suffer that long, they came to the forefront and like, man, I can't do this no more. These people drop charges on one of the dude's girlfriends who had a charge for a baby. Like, all this shit is to convict C-Murder. And
yeah. I mean, it's the longer I study the law, the more I realize how easily trials can get manipulated. Like, so for example, Alan Dershowitz, the lawyer I had mentioned.
I remember, bro. I remember when C-Murder was going to trial. This was like
As of 2026, C-Murder is 54 years old. He remains incarcerated at Louisiana State Penitentiary. His legal team continues pursuing options through the federal appeals system. And a petition claiming factual innocence remains under review. But after more than 2 decades, the biggest question still hangs over the case. What if he had taken the deal?
It's tough. You don't even want to be around your family. So, oh man, let me go do what I gotta do. But people still out here fighting for you. People still love you. Right. But you gotta understand that the only way you gonna find it out, you gotta get in that Bible and let God lead you to what he need to lead you to, because it's already tough. It's tough on these streets. Right. Like, people dying every day on these streets. Right. But in prison, you know, they getting drugs, they getting phones, they getting all kind of stuff. They constantly getting, ODing. Like, think about it. We hearing about this every day. And it's like you praying for that. Man, I hope this don't happen to my people. Right. We know that doing time is not easy, dog. Right. And so if you got a brother incarcerated, you understand it. And then the world got so much to say. And then for me, sometimes I just wanted to be silent, because I don't know if I say this, you know, my brother might be, this is gonna mess me up. If you say so, it's like, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. So it's kind of like
walking on eggshells.
Yes.
But like I say, I know they supposed to be doing something at the Capitol, because Promise of Justice and a lot of other organizations.
One decision. One moment in 2006. That moment changed the lives of everyone involved. For Master P, it's a reminder of how quickly freedom can disappear. And for C-Murder, the fight for justice is still far from over.
Even since then, they have a lot of blemishes on their record. Like, P, the only thing that people can really point to with him is the fact that, like, he got so much game from the Bay and then ultimately didn't wind up breaking bread in the same way a lot of people out there felt was appropriate. Other than that,
breaking bread with who?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Think this
shit. Snoop. Yeah, he went back to the West.
He put a lot of
He did. There is definitely the sentiment that I just said pretty much culminated in the Yuck Mouth on the Hitters and the Payroll song.
Oh, they want him to come, like, drop off, like,
give us some money.
He showed you how to be a cool nigga.
He did still have Mr. Ice Cream Man too.
Boom.
Before you go, we want to hear from you. Do you think C-Murder should get a new trial after everything that's come out? Or do you believe the courts already made the right decision? Drop your opinion in the comments below. And if you want more deep dive stories like this about Master P and other hip-hop legends, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next investigation.
Since I ain't have 5 people that know what I look like or anything, and they gave chase to one of the congregation members. and I was able to go the other way and escape the situation. You know, I always think back on that night, you know what I mean? And so thankful for it happening the way it did, because it prepared me for the next 23 years. You know what I mean? I haven't been touched, and I haven't had any problems on the road. We know how to handle it, and we know how to maneuver. You know what I mean? So I'm thankful that everything went the way it went. You know what I mean? As embarrassing as it was at the time, it'd have been even more embarrassing to kill somebody, man, and end my career